Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome this evening, guys, to the Bomb Blitz. We're having the Bomb Blitz Challenge this evening, week one. And again, I want to welcome you today. My name is Takia Hansley, and I am so glad to be here. I do apologize for the technical difficulty delay we've had today. Um, but nonetheless, I'm here and I'm excited and ready to get started. I definitely do not want to waste any more of your time. So we're going to jump right to business today immediately. I'm not even going to waste your time with introductions. If you do not know me, my name is Takia Hansley. Um, I've been in and out of network marketing for the last 10 years. I have found MLSP a year ago. Later on this week will be my 1 year anniversary with my Lead System Pro, and it's been an amazing journey. I loved every minute of it, and I have participated in business builder challenges in the past with Justice Egan and Adam Chandler. They're amazing mentors. I've worked with them personally, and I love them to death. I actually was able to meet Justice last month at Live the Dream live and in person. You know, it's a lot different meeting somebody in person than talking to them on the internet and on online all the time. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start sharing my screen. I want to go ahead and get right into the presentation today. Here. All right, let's go. So you are here tonight for the BOMB Business Opportunity Marketing Blitz Challenge. We're going to create an explosion of momentum in your business with this productivity and strategy development challenge. So not only are we going to go over different strategies in this next 6 weeks, but we are going to get our productivity up. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to not only talk about strategy, but we're going to talk about productivity as well. And I'm going to show you how this challenge will build your productivity. Because, you know, a lot of times, we are busy building our businesses, but we're not really accomplishing anything. So that's what one of the biggest things that we're going to tackle this week. And this is week one. I do understand that some of you on tonight are our guests, and I want to welcome you to the challenge. This is week one. If you have not joined the challenge yet, tonight is your opportunity. You have until midnight on Tuesday to make up your mind if you want to join us in this challenge. But I suggest, if you haven't joined already, you start tonight so that you can get busy with the assignments that we have. So again, welcome to week one of the Business Opportunity Marketing Blitz Challenge. Man, that's a long name, but we're going to go with the bomb from here on out, okay? We are going to create an explosion in your business with this bomb. So why are you here? Either you're ready to create momentum in your network marketing or coaching business, or whatever small business that you have that you're trying to build online. You're ready to create massive momentum, or you're building a My Lead System Pro business. A lot of people are affiliates for My Lead System Pro, and that's their primary business. So we're going to work with people that are doing that as well. Or you could just be ready to challenge yourself to take your entire business to the next level, which you will learn tonight and over the next 45 days. So I want to talk first about expectations and permissions. I need to have your permission to be your coach for the next 45 days. I need your permission to tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. I'm here to call you on your BS when you are not showing up for yourself. And I need your permission to ask more of you than you've been willing to ask of yourself. I'm going to push you to your limits in this challenge, but I want you to show up for the challenge because this is your business and I want to see you get results. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you build your business and take it to the next level. And I also need to make sure that it's okay for me to correct your language. Okay, mindset is everything in this business. You don't have a boss to check into. You don't have someone looking over your shoulder. You don't have anyone checking in on you. So you don't have to look busy when you're really not busy. Really have to show up for is yourself, but I need to make sure that your mindset is in the right place. So we're going to go over mindset tonight and we're going to start correcting all of those issues. And the first thing I want to tackle straight out the gate is your language. Okay, first I'm going to turn the sound off my cell phone. Okay, there we go. So we want to correct your language. There will be no profanity in here. I'm showing you my 3 cursed words. You may not turn your mindset to off. Off stands for overwhelm, frustration, and fear. Those are my 3 curse words. Okay? From this point on, you are not from 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time on September 25th. We are removing overwhelm, frustration, and fear from our mind and our vocabulary. Okay? There are many ways that we're going to deal with overwhelm, frustration, and fear. But first, we're going to just completely get rid of it. Overwhelm is a mindset. If you feel like there's too much on your plate, take a deep breath and step back, take a 10-minute walk, come back and try again. We're not going to succumb to the mindset and the defeat of feeling overwhelmed. And the same thing with frustration and fear. We are here to create massive momentum in our business. And in order to do that, we will have to kick fear in the face. So that I must let you know up front, you have to be prepared to kick fear in the face over the next 6 weeks. Okay? These next 45 days, I want you to be the most fearless marketer, most fearless business person that you can imagine. And I also have other expectations of you. So I've already given you what you can expect from me, but the things that I expect from you are that you take responsibility for your actions, for your non-actions. I expect you to ask questions instead of assuming. Okay, don't just assume because don't just assume that I'm going to look at a situation a certain way. Okay, one example would be I just assumed that you weren't ready for me to start marketing because I'm new. Ask. Or I don't just assume that you should be doing 30 different steps at one time. Ask. Okay, I have everything laid out for you step by step. But if there comes a time where you're not sure where you're supposed to be, instead of just guessing, ask. I'm a former teacher, and we have always, as teachers, dug into our students' head. There is no dumb question except the one unasked. So please, if you have a question, ask. Don't, and I also expect you to do your best. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. Just do your best. Be the best you and show up for you every day. Have an open mind. Some of the concepts that I teach you may not be the concepts that you have learned in the past, may not be things that you've learned before, they may not be things that your upline agrees with. But I need you to have an open mind and be prepared to work the system. Okay. I'm going to show you some things that other people do not teach. I just need you to be open minded and receptive. Don't knock it until you try it. Okay. I also need you to be coachable. And being coachable means that you can receive. You can receive from me. You have to be able to, when I give you a task, and many times these tasks will be, they'll be mental. So if I give you a mental task, I need you to be open to trying it. A lot of times we're in situations where our coaches or our upline want us to do things, but we have a mental block. And I want you to make sure that you're open and coachable. I want you to be ready to learn. Okay. This is a learning experience. So please be prepared to learn something new and be excited about that. I'm excited about this challenge. I'm excited to go through this challenge again. And I am super excited to see you all grow through this challenge. So in order to do so, I need you to show up. And don't just show up for me because you signed up for the challenge. Don't show up because there are other people in the challenge. I want you to show up for you. Okay. Understand that when you're building a business, this is your business, not my business. This is your business. So every actionable step that I give you is to progress your business, not mine. So if you don't show up, you're not disappointing me, you're disappointing yourself. So I really want you to show up for yourself. I want you to take your business to the next level for you, not for me, not for anyone else, but do it for you. Hey, the primary goal of this challenge is to build the habits of a successful business owner. Is that not your goal? Okay. I want you to look beyond the minimal goal of I want to 2 people a week into my primary MLM. Okay. In doing that, that's a small result in the grand scheme of building a successful business. And that's what we want to do. When you join network marketing, a lot of times people get into network marketing and they don't see it as a business. And if you don't treat it as a business, it won't produce for you like a business. So you don't want to just have an expensive habit and be a part of an expensive habit for years. If you're going to be in it for years, build a successful business. Okay. Do something that is going to grow for you. Okay. Let's put the work in now to build the habits. Everything you do in life is a habit. Everything. You either have a habit of doing or a habit of not doing. So right now, let's build the real habits that successful business owners have. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about be, do, and have. Like I said, if we're building successful businesses and our goal is to build the habits of successful business owners, then you have to be that successful business owner right now. Step into that person right now. Who do you have to be in the place where your goals are met? So here's an example to kind of clarify that. What person would you be if you hit the mega millions this week? If you hit the mega millions this week, what would change about you? Not what would you buy and what things you would have, but how differently would you act? What would you do differently? Okay. How differently would you feel? Okay. I need you to understand. I'm going to jump out and I know there's a slight delay But go ahead and put it in the I just said stop sharing. 1 second. There we go. All right. So go ahead and put in the chat what you would do differently. What would be different about you if you hit the Mega Millions? I see y'all in here, but we don't want to chat. Is the chat open? It is. It says chat is enabled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And let's see. Okay. So I don't want to hold you up. If you don't want to chat, that's okay. So let's jump back out. All right. So in the past, going over this question with other people, what person would you be if you hit the Mega Millions? A lot of people would be stress free, and they wouldn't have to worry as much, so they wouldn't be worrisome. Some people said they would be happy and ecstatic. They wouldn't be so angry. But what the point that I want to make here is money doesn't make you happy. And hitting the Mega Millions this week won't solve all your problems. It won't make you happy. You have to find the happiness within yourself. So, and nothing is stopping you now from being happy. Nothing is stopping you from being stress, like, well, having less stress. If you want less stress, live in the moment. Okay? Instead of worrying about what could happen or what did happen, what should be, live in the moment, live in the right now. That will bring your stress level way down. And some people would, if they hit the Mega Millions, they would give more, or they would give to charity. Give to charity now. These are things that you don't have to have a lot of money to do. So become that person, become that business owner now. Step into it now. And when, and you're going to that's how you line yourself up with destiny. Okay. Become what you want to be now. Be that person, and time will catch up with you. Okay. Excuses, guys. We're not going to have any excuses over the next 45 days. Not only are we going to stop making excuses, but we're going to stop validating our excuses. So, what I mean by validating excuses, there will come times when maybe you'll have a question, and this happens so many times, so many times. Someone will want to ask a question, but instead of just asking the question, for example, a question I answer probably every day: how do I set up a Facebook Live, or how do I go live on Facebook? Instead of just coming out straight asking the question, many times people will start off with, "Hey, Takia, I'm I'm new to this technology thing, or I don't know a lot about I don't know a lot about phones and everything. I don't know a lot about Facebook. So could you show me how to do a Facebook Live?" Sure, no problem. Sure, I can help you. But before you even got to the point of me answering before you got to the point of asking the question, you already knocked yourself down 5 times. You already gave yourself a reason for why you don't know how to do it. You're validating the fact that you haven't done the Facebook Live yet because you're not techie, or you don't know anything about the phone. You don't know anything about Facebook. Just cut to the chase. Stop setting that block up in front of you. You build a wall in front of you on your path before you even give yourself a chance to move on the path. So let's stop putting up roadblocks for ourselves. And let's eliminate some of these limiting beliefs that we have. Okay, let's go ahead and throw these limiting beliefs in the garbage. I have a garbage can right there for you. Throw your limiting beliefs in the garbage. Okay, I'm not techie. Who cares? That's why you're here. You're here to learn. So throw that in the garbage. I'm new to this. Okay, some people will be signing up tonight. They may not have a clue about branding or building business online. Building online is different than building offline. Somebody might not have a clue, but guess what? Who cares? You're here to learn. Okay? And another limiting belief. Now, this is kind of big. Do you feel like you deserve to succeed in your business? How do you feel about people that are succeeding in business? Does it make you angry when you see people that are 6 and 7 figure earners? Do you suck your teeth? Do you suck your teeth when people try to sell you something? Like, these are all things that we need to work on within ourselves. Okay? You cannot be in a place that you don't like. So if you don't like people with money, if you believe that people with money are evil, you're never gonna be one of those people with money, because you think that's bad. You think it's evil. So your life will never line up with that. Okay? So part of getting this challenge going is setting our mindset straight. And in order to set our mindset straight, we're going to start every day with a morning routine. And I want to suggest a book that I'm getting ready to read, and I suggest that you read it also. And it's called The Miracle Morning. Um, and it's about personal development and just getting your day started on the right track. So I'll be starting reading The Miracle Morning this week. I suggest you get it on Audible, or just or download it on your phone or your tablet to read, or whatever you prefer. But this is not an official assignment, but it is a suggestion to get The Miracle Morning and go ahead and start reading that as your personal development. And you see here that personal development is 10 points. We'll get into the point system. It's 10 points. We'll get into the point system very soon. So until we get there, morning routine. I want you every morning to set aside time for personal development and going over your affirmations and visualization, which we'll also talk about in just a minute. I want you to practice gratitude and journal. So write down things that you're grateful for. Gratitude will change your entire life. Taking 5 minutes in your day, no matter what your day looks like at that moment, taking 5 minutes to focus solely on things that you are grateful for will turn your entire day around. Gratitude creates a certain peace within your spirits, in your mind, and it just makes your whole day better. So what I want you to do is, as a part of your morning routine, make sure that you include gratitude. whether it's just sitting down, thinking it, or journaling your gratitude. I want you to take time every day. And what I do, I'm going to switch this to my morning routine because I tend to do it at night because I did a challenge in the summer, early summer, around June, where at the end of the day, we were challenged to, well, I challenged other people, but I also participated to write down 5 things that we were grateful for at the end of the day. And then at the end of the week, we went over that entire list and we did that for a full month just to remind us every day that there are things to be grateful for, regardless of what's going on around us. So I digress from that. But what I want you to do, what we're going to do through this 6-week blitz is we're going to do our gratitude in the morning. So you can just journal, I have like a million of those little one subject notebooks. So you can just take 5 minutes to write down what you're grateful for every morning, just to kick your day off right. Okay. There are 2 other things that are optional: prayer, meditation. I'm not here to get into your religious affiliations or anything. So meditation, prayer, reflection, however you want to go about centering yourself every day. Make that a part of your morning routine, and exercise. Getting your blood flowing is vital to your productivity and your success every day. So get up and move around. But again, exercise is optional. Encouraged, but it's optional. So I said we talk about affirmations. So I have tons of affirmations, and I'm going to post affirmations in our Facebook group for the Blitz, or for the challenge. So you'll be on the lookout for that. But I want you to write your own affirmations. Affirmations they come in different forms, but I want you to actually take the time to write your own. You can use other affirmations that have already been written, but I want you to be able to really connect with the affirmation. Because if you're not connecting with it, if you're just reading it, it's just something that you're reading. But you need to be able to really connect with it so that it hits home for you and you can use that affirmation to actually propel yourself forward. When we write affirmations, we identify our limiting beliefs. Okay. You first have to identify what is blocking you so that you can use an affirmation to turn it around, and identify your goals so that your goals can be part of your affirmations. Also, create an affirmation. Well, when you create your affirmations, they will negate your limiting beliefs and confirm the completion of your goals, which is basically what I just said. So, examples of affirmations. Let's say something that eliminates or negates a limiting belief. If you are someone that is not good with social media, then your affirmation would be, I am so happy and grateful that I have learned to navigate social media. Now you are speaking in the present because I am so happy and grateful. And you have learned, or you are learning, to navigate social media. So that eliminates your whole thought that, oh no, I'm horrible with social media. I just don't understand it. No, now you're so happy and grateful that you've learned how to navigate it. And you're telling yourself that every day. My favorite affirmation is, I'm getting better and better every day. I say that I know 10 times a day, especially when I hit a roadblock or If I'm learning something, in the middle of learning something, you know what? I'm getting better and better every day. Or if I notice something that I wasn't doing right, it's okay. I made a mistake right there, but I'm getting better and better every day. Okay? I had that twice. Those were the principles of affirmations. So your beginning assignments, this is not all of your assignments for this week, but your beginning assignments will be to write 8 to 10 affirmations. That's your first assignment, to write 8 to 10 affirmations for yourself, for your business, that you will go over, read, and connect with every morning during your morning routine. Okay? Like I said, mindset is everything. So we're going to use these affirmations to get our mind in the right place for productivity. Okay. And I also need you this week to set up your MLSP account. You will also find in the group, um, if you are not already part of, actually, it really doesn't matter. If you're just signing up for MLSP and you're not a part of the Pride, you will still have access to the 7-day Kickstart plan developed for the Pride, because you are going through the bomb challenge. So the 7-day Kickstart plan will just simply hold your hand and walk you through your MLSP setup. But in order to progress through the challenge this week, so that we can move on next week, I really need you to get your MLSP account set up. So you will have access to the 7-day Kickstart plan. All right. So now I want to introduce you to our productivity tracker. And this is how we are going to not only track our productivity, but we're going to increase our productivity over the next 45 days. So I want to, let's see, I'll show it to you I'll show it to you in just a second. So your productivity tracker is to make sure that you're not just busy being busy. Okay. I want to make sure that all of the actions you're taking are income producing activities. I know there are things that we have to do, like in our regular life, but what I did, and it was totally fun. It was totally fun for me, because I really needed to focus and get some things done. So I took 4 days, and I had to tell my family, like, listen, so my husband and my kids, for the next 4 days, mommy is off duty. Okay. I have things I have to do. I'm in a zone. I'm buckled down. I have to focus. So I know I cannot be responsible for meals. I'm not doing laundry. I'm not doing anything that's not an income producing activity. Mom, can I have a snack? That is not an income producing activity. Ask your father. Okay? Listen, sometimes you just have to go there. I'm not asking you to shut your family off for the next 45 days. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's be clear. I'm not telling you to do what I did for those 4 days. That was only 4 days. And boy, that was coming out of that. It was crazy. It took about 4 days to get my life back together. But aside from that, but what I want you to do is I want you to focus on actually doing income producing activities. Okay. Just because you're on Facebook doesn't mean you're marketing on Facebook. Doesn't mean you're working on Facebook. Facebook is a complete and utter time killer if you're not using it properly. So we're going to go over what you should be doing on Facebook so that it is an income producing activity. Okay. So we're going to use this productivity tracker with a point system. Each activity has a designated amount of points that goes with that activity. And you're going to track your own progress, your own activity every day. And at the end of the week, we're going to report in the group what our points are. So you'll notice when I go over the productivity tracker that there's no space for points for sales, signups, leads, things like that. This, like I said in the beginning, this challenge is to develop the habits of a successful business owner. So I want you to get married to the process, divorce the results, and marry the process. So what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate the points. We're going to celebrate your productivity, because once you celebrate the process and marry the process and get excited about the fact that you're actually doing these income producing activities, the results will come. The results will follow. Okay. So if you're one of those people that you are going to cheat the system and you're going to figure out some loophole to get more points than what you really did, listen, it's your business. So that's between you and your business. I'm not responsible for that. I'm here to lead you. I'm here to guide you as your coach. As your coach, I'm here to lead you to the water. I'm not here to pour it down your throat. Okay? So if you're cheating, that's not my business. That's between you and your business. If you don't grow or produce in this challenge, if this challenge doesn't take your business to another level, all you have to do is look at your productivity tracker and ask yourself, was I being honest? Was I following the rules? And did I really do what I was supposed to do? Okay. So let me show you I'm going to show you a really quick snapshot of what the productivity tracker looks like. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. So here's the productivity tracker we have every day, starting with Monday, because we'll meet on Sunday evenings. Every Sunday at 9 o'clock for the next 5 weeks after today, we're going to get together for our trainings. So here, the first column is morning routine. You're going to just put a yes or a no for your whether or not you did your morning routine, and then you're going to get points for each compartment of the productivity tracker. Okay, so back to my slides. Let's go ahead and go over the elements of the productivity tracker. So first is exposures. Okay, we want to make sure that our business is growing. So in order to grow your business, you have to expose people to your business. And a proper exposure is finding out if someone is interested and getting a commitment from them. Okay, they have to commit to wanting to see your presentation or your screen share or your link. Okay, they have to be ready and willing to look at it. You do not get points for spamming your link. Okay, if you don't like start a conversation with that person and find out what they need, find out what their wants are, you're not creating a nurturing environment for someone to want to see your presentation or see your opportunity. Okay, so you don't get points for, like I said, you don't get points for leads. So leads that come in through your blog, they don't count for exposure points. Exposure is actively showing someone your presentation, actively prospecting and having that conversation, finding out what their needs are, finding out what their problems are, and then showing them how your product, opportunity, service, or affiliate product can solve their problem. You do not get points for tricking people into looking at your presentation or doing a bait and switch saying, hey, click here to see one thing and then they click and ta-da, there's your presentation. It's dishonest, and we don't want to do that type of business. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. You don't get points for that. And that happens every day, especially in groups. People just, yes, network marketing is a numbers game. However, if you want to increase your percentages, then you definitely want to make sure that the people that you're showing your presentation to want to see your presentation. So just showing it to anyone is not helping. Okay, it's not helping your chances of getting that sign up or getting that customer. So whether you're promoting MLSP, other affiliate products, or your primary MLM or your coaching program, you're definitely going to want to make sure that the people that you're exposing your offer to want to see it and they have a need for it, and it's going to solve some sort of problem for them, and then they'll be able to make a decision. So next is a follow-up. You're going to get points for following up, legitimate following up. A legitimate follow-up is a yes or a no, or an appointment for another follow-up. That simple. It's not leaving a voicemail. That does not count as a follow-up. And it's not sending someone a text message and they never answer, or sending them a message on Facebook and they never answer. You can see that they saw it, but they didn't respond to you. So that's not a proper follow-up. A proper follow-up is yes, no, or an appointment for another follow-up. Did you view my presentation yet? What did you like? Are you ready to sign up? Yes or no? Okay, I get points for follow-up. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I know that I sent you the presentation last night and I said I would get back to you today at 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock and I'm just calling to see if you saw the presentation. Give me a call back when you get this message. No, that's not a follow-up. You're leaving a voicemail. Or even if you type that into Facebook. No, I'm sorry. It's not a proper follow-up. Follow-up is a conversation. Yes, no, or I'll get back with you in 10 minutes. Okay? And it doesn't have to be 10 minutes. Don't get technical on me, okay? But it's an appointment for another follow-up. Okay, you also get points for creating content. Okay, not just any content, but real evergreen content. Evergreen content means that it can be found online at any given moment. Okay, and it has to be valuable and it has to be published. Okay, those videos, those 20 videos that you have stored on your phone that you haven't put on YouTube or any tube yet, that does not count. You don't get points for videos that you don't publish. You don't get points for drafts sitting on your blog that you haven't published yet. Okay, and you don't get points for going ahead of myself. So what you do get points for is valuable, published, relevant information. Okay, so when I say relevant, I mean relevant to your industry. If you're promoting MLSP, then you want it to be relevant, something that's useful to network marketers. You want your information to be useful if you're promoting health and wellness, useful to people that could use your health and wellness products. Okay. So blogs, videos, Facebook Live. The only reason we're going to count Facebook Live is because there's a whole section for videos on your fan page where people can go directly there and find your videos. But podcast and Periscope is not evergreen, so that's in the wrong place. But what does not count? Social media posts. Even if you write a really good value-driven social media post, it doesn't count as evergreen content because in 3 days it's gone. It goes a day or two into your timeline. So that's not evergreen. If you write a really, really good Facebook post, take it off Facebook and put it on your blog. Then it's searchable and you can find it at any given moment. So status updates with pictures of your kids, we're going to pass on that. That's not content. Your lifestyle photos, it's not evergreen content. Okay. It's not relevant content, put it that way. So you don't get points for videos of your kids. You don't get points for your pictures at the beach. You don't get points for videos talking about the weather. It's not relevant. It's not progressing. It's not creating value for anyone. Okay. So the last part of the last element of the productivity tracker is becoming the trainer. This is when you start stepping into the moment, like you are stepping into your authority. Okay, so I want you to do live trainings. Okay, either training webinars or hangouts or conference calls. Do something to put yourself out there to become the trainer, become the authority. Okay, this is where you will get the majority of your points if you take this step. Okay, make a conscious effort to get people on your hangout or your webinar or your conference call. Like, go out there and prospect people to be on your training. Okay, so don't use Periscope or live stream for your trainings. Okay, we want to be able to track these leads. So definitely either do a webinar platform or a hangout or conference. Conference calls, not really, but it counts. So what we do not get points for becoming the trainer is, let's say I want to do a hangout, a marketing hangout, and I only invite the people that are in the challenge. How beneficial is that? Great for practice, but you're not delivering anything to the marketplace. So in order to get points, I want you to put yourself out there to actually deliver content to the marketplace. Okay. So those are the 5 elements of the points tracker, and that's how you're going to track your productivity. And our goal here is to develop habits of successful business owners. And in developing those habits, we're going to be better at day 45 than we are at day 1. Okay. So your goal here is not to just come out the gate and, look at all these things and immediately start cursing, feeling overwhelmed and frustration because it's so much to do. That's not our goal. If you're not ready to become the trainer, give yourself a week or 2 to get comfortable. But the goal is to get better and better. Okay? So, couple rules really quick. No recruiting in our Facebook group. No spamming links to capture pages, no sharing unapproved resources. You don't want to cause any confusion in the group. And I don't know why this slide looks like this, but I digress. Be supportive of each other. When you first start writing your blog post and creating content, it is okay, as long as you're not posting links, to put your beginning content in the group if you want some sort of feedback. But in giving feedback, let's lean towards being supportive and resist the urge to become the teacher. Okay, so let me do that. Let me be the guide and we all be the support. Okay. Also, avoid negative language. No cursing in the group. And when I say avoid negative language, I mean not just overwhelm, frustration, and fear, those particular words, but let's not radiate it in the group. If you get to a point where you're stuck, instead of coming to the group, oh my God, I'm having the worst day. This is so overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing. Can somebody please help me set up my blog? Okay, scratch all that. You can go in the group and ask the same question. I'm doing this, that, and the third on my blog setup. Can someone tell me what to do next? That has no negative action. It has no emotional connotation to it. Okay, that's what we're looking for. We want to learn to manage our emotions. Or let's say we're posting our points, because we are going to post our points. So you start tracking your points starting tomorrow. Okay. By next Sunday, you will already have your points posted in the Facebook group. You're going to post your points in the Facebook group by midnight Sunday morning / Saturday night. Okay. So when you post your results or post your points tracker, there's one way to say it that is completely wrong, which would be, let's say you don't get a lot of points this week and you're feeling pretty bad about it. What I don't want to see in the group is, man, I had such a terrible week. Everything was falling apart. I only got 30 points this week. That is, not only is it negative, but you're already validating your excuse, saying that you had such a terrible week and giving that excuse. And we want to eliminate excuses altogether. So what you could do is post your 30 points and say, here's my 30 points. I'm so excited to double next week. Okay, do you see the difference here? We're going for positivity. We're going for building. We're building not only each other, but we're building ourselves and building our businesses with this positivity. Okay, so manage your emotions. Throw out the negativity and throw out the excuses. So your assignments this week. Okay, we're going to get started, and we're going to get started like fast. This week, we're focused on productivity and mindset. So jot these down. Okay. Clean out your car, your room, your workspace, your computer desktop. Okay. And then I want you to post pictures. This is another one that went crazy. Why does this look like this? Post pictures in the Facebook group of your clean car, room, workspace, computer, desktop. Okay. So wherever you work, I want you to clean that area. Okay. We think much better in a clean environment. It opens your creativity. So I want you to, whatever your workspace is, rearrange your workspace. Get rid of the clutter. Get the clutter off your desktop. If you're one of those people with a million icons on your desktop and you don't use over half of them, clean it off. Clean off your desktop. We're starting with a clean slate. Okay? So I want to go ahead and start getting you some points on your points tracker immediately. So your next assignment for this week, shoot and publish at least one video as the authority teaching something that you learned on this webinar tonight. So whatever you have in your notes from tonight, tomorrow, shoot a video. Share the video on whatever social media platform you're using. Okay, you have to put the video out there. You have to publish it. Shooting the video and not publishing it doesn't count. It won't get you any points. Okay, and the points are for your productivity. I need you to be productive. Doing the actions and not putting it out there, it doesn't count because it's not going to get you anywhere. Okay. Again, create your affirmations. Develop a morning routine. Actually write down what your morning routine will be. If you're going to um, go over your vision board for 10 minutes and then do a gratitude journal for 10 minutes and then exercise for half hour, whatever your morning routine is, write it down. Okay, that's one of your assignments this week. Okay, not just write it down, but get started. Okay, so tonight would be a good time to write out your morning routine and start your morning routine tomorrow. So on your points tracker, you can put yes under morning routine. And all week, I want you to fill out your points tracker and post your points by midnight Saturday night. Okay, you can either do a screenshot of your points tracker if you're going to type it in. For me, I like to print out my points trackers. It's just something about having a concrete piece of paper that I can write down everything on. The spaces I tried to make them big enough for you to put notes in. I want you to keep track of your points, but if you want to use that as somewhere you can jot down, like for your exposures, maybe you want to write down the names of the people that you prospect so that you don't have different places that you're doing it. You can do it that way. Okay. So I want you to use your points tracker this week and post Saturday night or sometime Saturday before midnight Saturday how many points you got for the week. Post a picture of your points tracker. Okay. And if you've been doing this for a while, this challenge is for you too. Okay. Um, unless you're at a point where you're completely stuck in the marketing strategy that you're using right now, I want you to choose a new marketing strategy to focus on for the next 6 weeks that you're going to master during this challenge. And I want you to start that strategy this week. So that's your additional assignment for the challenge for week 1. Okay. So for those of you that maybe guessed, if you are my guest, if you found this webinar from something I posted, oh, hello, let's see. I want to run through okay, there we go. Be debt free, reading now, savers. Oh, wonderful. Yolanda's already reading The Miracle Morning. Great. All right. So if you are one of my guests, if you follow my link to get to this webinar tonight, I want you to, if you're not already signed up for my Lead System Pro and ready to get started, the link is now where the chat box was, and you can go ahead and start the 10-day trial for my Lead System Pro. That 10-day trial is only $10. On the 11th day, you'll be charged $150 a month, which is absolutely nothing, 1% of what you would get. And I want to show you really quick. I think it's this page. And I know it's a video. Don't play. There we go. I'm going to do a very quick rundown of what you get joining my Lead System Pro. The challenge is free, but you need the tools. If you were not with us last week or within the last 10 days, if you were not with us within the last 10 days to actually go over what my Lead System Pro is, I'll give you a quick rundown because I'm almost over my time. So quick rundown. There's the MLSP community. So not only will you have the community of the challengers, but you'll also have the community of My Lead System Pro, and you'll have 6 and 7 figure earners at your fingertips. Okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing community. Access to system campaigns to help you build your authority and give you validation in the community when you don't even have to create your own products immediately. These are products and trainings already there. You get credit for having the hookup. Okay. So that's what My Lead System Pro will do for you. Okay. My Lead System Pro is your hookup, for lack of a better term right now. You have tons of marketing strategies, everything from Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Periscope, YouTube. What else is out there? Snapchat, blogging. There's training on every social media platform out there. There's also offline training and prospecting training for you to go through in our marketing strategies. Your mastery membership is valued at $1,000 for a year. Man, it's worth way, way more than that. But you also have Funnelizer to build your funnels. There's an autoresponder um, integrated into the system, but you also want to have your own autoresponder. I use Aweber, there's Get Response, or tons of other autoresponders, but everything you need is right in My Lead System Pro. You need to make sure you have the tools to get through this challenge successfully. Okay, so I'm coming back to you guys, and I actually stopped sharing my screen. That sucks. And I just went over that page, but it's okay. We're here. We're done. Do we have any questions? I'm going to check the Q&A. I don't see any questions. I'm going to check the chat for questions. Thank you guys for your time this evening. Okay, do I take a picture of the cleaning assignment before or after, or just after? That's up to you. It really gets kind of fun when people post the before and after. But if you're ashamed to show your before, you can just show your after. It's totally up to you. So throughout the week, I'm looking forward to seeing those new workspaces. I really am. It's going to be fun. You have until midnight on Tuesday to join the challenge by joining My Lead System Pro. Send in your no shame in my game. Send in your receipt to Takia at takiadhansley.com. I'm putting it in the chat if you are just joining My Lead System Pro tonight. So again, thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you inside the challenge. We're going to go 110% because I want to see you succeed. And if there are no other questions, no other comments, we're out of here. Have an amazing evening, guys, and I'll see you on Facebook. I'll add everyone to the challenge tonight, and we'll get going. Thanks, Yolanda. You rock too. You're awesome.